And it was never a competition. You never competed with these people. You was always just looking at yourself like, I'm looking at myself right now with a little bit of in my hair like, man, I'm so beautiful. Man, I feel good. You know? And you really exude that energy. Like, you real life do look good. You're to not be messed with. And I mean that in every single sense that came to your mind right now. Because you're that. You've been that. And that is what they've been trying to strip you from. But I say, continue to shine that light, continue to feel good, continue to smile, continue to sing, continue to create, continue to do whatever it is that you know what resonates with you. And when they try to come in and try to knock you down, I want you to look them in their faces in all senses, in your imagination, when you see them, if you need to, if they're in your face and they're prompting you or provoking you, just, sometimes you just got to let them know that you have no fear. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of this. What is you? Do you know that I walk with the Alpha and the Omega, God, the Almighty? And that's how you move now. You move with that authority, knowing that you can't be messed with because you have that love in your heart. You have faith. You have no fear. Fear not. Right? Because you had to walk in the shadows of the valley of death. Knowing that, damn, like, these individuals and these people, places, and things can have the potential to harm, but when you walk through, it's like they come to you. You even attracted the darkness, and they wanted to be friends with the dark, wanted to be a friend with you. Because the dark saw how bright you were, like once you started to shine it and move within that confidence, that authenticity, that nothing was able to stand in front of it. It diminished the dark. It made the dark do jumping jacks when you wanted it to do jumping jacks, right? And so this is why your people try to take you away from you. This is why your people threw you in psych wards. This is why they try to fabricate cases and throw you in jail. This is why they did all of those things, sis, bro, my pops. For real, this is why they did that. This is why your family did that, or your friends or your lovers, because they saw something that you didn't see. They saw that everything that you touched turned to gold. They saw that you made people smile. They saw that you gave when you didn't have. They saw that you didn't stress about anything. They saw that whatever it is that you wanted, you were able to bring into your life. Everything that you spoke, you did. Everything that you spoke, you experienced. And it was all in righteousness. And the whole time that you was doing it, you didn't even realize everything that you was doing to its fullest capacity, because these people were stripping you from it. They were feather plucking and taking you away from your essence. They tried to, at least. And they won for a little bit. But it made you wiser. It made you stronger. It made you, remember who that you are. And God is so happy. And I'm so happy, because as you heal, the collective heals. As you grow, the collective grows. Right? Welcome. My name is Ninth, founder of Ninth Cloud, a brand that focuses on creativity, leadership, and humanitarianism. If you're new here, welcome again, and thank you for the follow. If you like long-form content like this, you can subscribe to me on YouTube, link in bio. And if you need prayers, you know that you can drop them in the comments. Yeah, and make sure that you keep an eye out for that new collection. It'll be available on TikTok Shop and the website. Me and the Most High have been in collaboration. All I ask is for y'all to come through and support when it does drop. All right? Now let's get back to this message. You ain't need to compete with these people. You know who you are. You started to remember who you was. And you started to tap back into it. You started to do the things that made you feel good. You know what I mean? You didn't operate in hate. You stopped doing the things that people were trying to make you do, because you realized, like, yo, this ain't me. What the hell? And when you started to do that, when you started to realize who you was, and you wasn't letting nobody no longer control your life and tell you what to do and how to feel, they hated it, because you was going in the opposite direction of them. And you doing that, it was making their world crumble. because they wanted to come with you. But they knew that they couldn't, so they try to keep you back. They try to hold you back. That crabs in a barrel, you know what I'm saying? That crabs in a barrel or bucket metaphor or story, whatever. Yeah, that was you. But you made it out, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that you made it out. Because you didn't deserve the feather plucking. You didn't deserve it when, you came out of that cocoon and you was flying so beautiful like a butterfly. And when you went back to where the layer of caterpillars was at, I'm trying to teach them, hey, bro, look. Hey, sis, look. I got wings. We can fly. Excuse my language. We can fly. Right? And they didn't like it. They was like, man, what the hell you mean we can fly? Who the hell you think you? You know what I'm saying? And they didn't recognize you at first. They thought that you was like a alien or something. Right? I was like, who the hell? And they was like, oh, that's so-and-so. You hear his voice. They got the same message. You just look different. He's flying now. And so they try to rip and tear your wings off, man, because they didn't want you to have them. They wanted them for themselves, but they knew that they had to do the work to get there, but they were scared to do the work. Some turned down their gifts and talents. Some didn't, want to go further. They wanted to take the easy way out. So some people try to destiny swap with you. Some people try to use your essence. Some people try to manipulate you. Some people try to use you and keep you around. You know what I mean? Only when it was beneficial. And when you stop doing, they try to push you to the curb, aka snatch your wings, aka take you from you and throw you into darkness, into a pit. But you were like, nah. God was like, nah, man. See, these people don't even realize that they were being used. These people were pawns. They were tests. And these pawns could have, they could have elevated and like had promotions as long as they treated you right. They would have had spiritual promotions. They would have been no longer pawns. They would have became greater versions of themselves. They would have awakened to who they truly were, right? But because they looked back at their old ways and didn't want to treat you well when their heart prompted them to, they didn't want to. They wanted to strip you. They wanted to go back to the negative ways. They looked back and got stuck in time. And that was all that they were able to do. And so God was like, God prompted you and was like, just move. Just take a couple steps ahead and you'll but don't look back. Just take a couple steps ahead from this individual or places or things that's stuck in place. Just take a couple steps ahead. Take a couple steps ahead, 2 at a time, 1 at a time. And by the time that, in no time, you'd be far away from these people, right? And you'll be in a land where you can look all around and appreciate everything. And when you do look in the opposite direction, those people won't be anywhere to be found. Those statues, those pillars of salt won't be anywhere to be found. The Sodom and Gomorrah won't be nowhere to be found, right? You'll be in a new land. Because of your righteousness, because of your faithfulness, because you left those people behind that tried to keep you in the space of misery where they were, right? And it's unfortunate that they were in that space, but they didn't want to learn. But you answered the call, you faithful servant, and I love that for you, for real. I love you, and continue to follow your dreams. You deserve it. Peace.